everyone. Welcome back again to Music and Marriage. My name is Nickeeta. I'm the host, and this is my co-host.
Amlak, RedSquare.
And we are here today to have a little fun, kind of introduce ourselves and let you guys get to know a little bit more about who we are. Um, my husband and I, we met, we lived together. We grew up together in Jamaica, in an area called Dunkirk.
McIntyre Villa. Alright, please. Let's just use a nice name.
Oh.
McIntyre Villa.
Sorry, nice it up. McIntyre Villa.
Alright,
sorry.
Please. Yeah. Please.
So, anyways, as I said, we came from a specific corner called RedSquare. We grew up. Back in the 80s. We're 80s baby. So, we grew up on Red Square Corner. I migrated in about 94 to New York, and I lived there for many years. While living there, Mr. Amlak himself came to New York one summer for something. I don't know what he was there for. But he went to, it was a football game, I think it was. You know the soccer match thing that you normally have in Bronx and Evander at the high school? It was a thing, the celebrity soccer match, that's what it was. And one of my cousins saw him, and I guess they exchanged contact. He came over a couple days later, I think it was. And I saw him, and at first I was just like, oh, hi. And that was just the reaction, honestly. But getting to know him, like his character, his just a jovial, loving person underneath the hard exterior, he's a really, really wonderful, wonderful guy. Man, I'll say. But we started dating. I was 15. And he was 17 going on 18 because he didn't turn 18 as yet. We've been together since. So that's my part of it. Throughout the years, though, it's been a lot of ups and downs, and we'll get through all that, during the whole podcast.
Yeah.
But we've been through a lot.
Definitely.
But throughout it all, I can honestly say, like, I wouldn't go through anything else with anyone else, because he's really been like a rock for me through a lot of things where I had, not much family around. I've always had family, but, not all the time I let everyone into certain situations that I'm going through. And whether I want to or not, some way he finds his way into it, knowing or into the situation. But it's always in a helping way. And he's always been there for me. He pissed me off a lot of times, though.
You have to define pissed off, though.
Because, you really want to go there?
Yeah, you can't just say pissed off, like, it make it seems as if I'm the aggressor all the time,
Bruh, you serious?
Yeah.
99.999% of the time, yes, that's you. Own it. Accountability. That's something else we will speak about.
I don't really agree.
How so?
I don't really agree, because situations that where, you're the person that's going through something, and it might seem as if I'm trying to criticize or trying to be aggressive in the way how I try to comfort, and it looks as if I'm trying to piss you off, or it probably feels that way, but it's not necessarily that. It's just me being me, So it's sometimes my approach is misconstrued, and because
so
of that.
You want to go with?
A reality,
Your reality.
I whole heap of man out the reality.
Oh, please. Okay, you cannot cause a situation, you cannot put someone in a situation and then not expect them to react. and that's what you men fail to understand. So therefore, if you put me in a situation and I react in a crazy way, don't act like I'm the one that started the problem. You put me in a situation to create a problem, so therefore there will be a problem, because you know I'm that type of person.
I understand that, but that's something different, you know. I talk about when you're already going through something and the man come for give you some comfort, and it feels like the man add to the stress when really and truly the man just a try for.
Yeah, but if you
I don't get it. Comfort,
if it's a situation where you put me in, or
then that's
what's the scenario? What's the scenario we're working with?
It's a different story when a man put you in a situation,
but that's where we were 99.9% of the times. Like, you put me in a situation for me to act a certain way. That's what I'm saying to you.
Okay, understood.
Okay, yeah. So back to how.
Understood and agreed.
Okay, so back to how we met.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's pretty much us just going through life. We lived in New York for about, I don't even know. From about a period of 2000, yeah, around 13 years we lived in New York, and then, you know, situations happen, and we'll get into that as well another time. But, yeah, now we're in Jamaica. We relocated a couple years ago. It's been
around 6-7 years now.
Yeah.
Since 2013, basically.
So around 6 years now, going on 7.
We've been here and
so
been making the best of it.
Yeah.
You know, still building, still together.
Yeah.
Still pushing.
Yeah.
And yeah, you know, life is a journey.
But hold on, you can't jump into all of that. You gotta start on how your perception of how we met, what it was like, you know, what you remember. Because he rarely remembers anything.
For me, basically, wow, 2001, basically, I think, when I migrated to the US.
Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah, and like you rightly said, I meet one of your cousins, Youngie, Jeremy, and big up yourself.
Yeah.
At a football field, and yeah, we exchange number and thing, and end up around a Kingsland, which is where here in the Bronx, uptown.
Big up the uptown, boogie down, you know what it is.
And yeah, basically from there we kind of start link and, you know, exchange number, we start talking.
Yo, I used to get in so much trouble.
It was kind of like a vibe, you know, because it wasn't only you on the phone.
Exactly.
Sometimes
we had to do like 3-way calling. My cousin will call me, Shanika, big up yourself too. She used to call me on 3-way, so my mom wouldn't know he's on the next line, and then she called him. So we'll be talking to each other, trying to get to know each other and connect while someone else is on the other line. If it wasn't Shanika, it was Kay. Big up yourself too.
Yeah, man. So, you know, that's how I really remember it still. You know, just trying to reconnect from 2001. Basically, 2002 is probably where we kind of started to get more serious.
Yeah.
You know, at that time I was probably still in college, and yeah, I can't remember. We ended up start living together probably around like 2006.
4.
Yeah. So it kind of went quick.
It didn't go quick because we weren't together.
For me,
well, for you it might have. Well,
because in the grand scope of things, you know, you meet a girl, reconnect, and then within a couple years time, you're living together. It's
couple years time.
Yeah, 2-3 years time.
You're Oman Wicked. Couple years time.
Yeah, from 2001 to 2004.
So you tell me now, so how long did you expect us to date before moving in together?
And then, given the fact that we were so young as well, you know,
that I could understand.
It went a little quick because, you know, we weren't adults.
We didn't grow into who we were at the time. We didn't know really who we were.
Yeah,
it was just adults. At the time, like, okay, it was puppy love. You can
just take a leap of faith, basically.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't a get to know you and many dates and many this and many
We
that
went on a
before.
couple dates.
Not before living together though.
Yes, we did. Stop lying.
Yeah, but I
Andre, you don't remember movies with Andre coming over us hanging out?
Yeah, but
that was
Nickeeta.
kind of like dates, even though because we had to have people around because my parents wouldn't do it just me and him alone. So
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, remember, the key component of us, the youngness.
the age,
See?
okay.
We were very young. See? So, for us to just meet in a 2 years or 3 years and then move in together at that young age, it's not something that people usually do.
Yeah, but for me,
It's not a usual thing, you know what I mean?
Okay, I don't like to wait. My thing is like, if we gonna do it, we just gonna do it and just get it over with. But some things did take time for us because marriage took a long time for us.
Many things took time, but
Dating.
But maybe we knew within ourselves that this was going to work. So it went. We took the leap of
I
faith.
knew what I wanted. He knew what he wanted at home.
We took the leap of faith.
Let's say that.
And because we took that leap, we are still here. We've been living together for a very, very, very long time.
Damn, you said very, very, very.
And we're not old. You see what I'm saying? Like
I've been
we're
with
not
you
old.
more than I've been alone.
We're not old. That's what I'm saying. We're not old. We're young, and we've been living together since teenage years. So imagine that. That's how.
I get it.
That's
I get where you're coming from as far as you saying it.
The bond and where all of them things that come from,
yeah.
because we the closeness was not we didn't achieve closeness overnight. We had to go through a lot of things, and I think that we went through them things because we were so young and inexperienced, and
still finding ourselves, still trying to know who we were, still trying to accept certain things in our lives and trying to move past certain things.
Yeah.
So it was just like two totally different people coming from two totally different worlds, because mind you, he was raised in Jamaica, I wasn't really. So I was really raised as like American lifestyle, you can say, because my parents are very Americanized. So it was kind of like that, and he's more of the cultural Jamaican man. So it was a little bit of a merging that we had to really sit down and really talk about, because at times it was a clash because of his ego and my ego and how he was raised and how I was raised, and it was just always like that. But in the whole interim of things, we always tried to make sure that we understood where each other was coming from. We tried to make sure that communication was always there, even though it was hard at times to get him to communicate because he's
a very closed off type of person.
Yeah, he keeps his feelings.
Well, things change these days, but
used to, his feelings was like tucked down deep,
back then.
deep.
Back then,
I needed a shovel and shit. Like, it was crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a lot. But throughout it all, it was a learning experience that I wouldn't change for anything. Like, it taught me a lot about myself. It taught me a lot about my strengths. It taught me a lot about my weaknesses. It taught me a lot about just me as a person and knowing what I want. And as a woman, just saying, okay, enough is enough, or okay, I'm all right with this, or I'm not, or yes or no, or it taught me a lot. But needless to say, throughout it all, I've always can honestly say, like, I've been happy. Like, he makes me happy despite anything else. For the most part, like, he makes me happy.
Yeah.
So I can really be comforted in that, knowing that, okay, he's someone that I can always turn to and I can lean on no matter what I'm going through. And lately, in the past couple of years, like, he understands. Like, he'll really get what I'm saying. Before, he used to just be like, okay, all right, that's how you feeling? All right, cool. And then that's just it. But over the years, he's really, like, become a new man. And I love it.
Yeah, if you're not growing, then it really makes sense. Especially when you're in a relationship and a marriage, where a place where you love to be, and you want to do everything.
Oh, you love to be here.
Yeah, you want to do everything to kind of keep that going, because you accept the responsibilities that come with the pleasures that you want to feel, so yeah, nothing wrong with that. To just have to keep on growing.
Definitely, and that's what men don't really like get. It's okay to show emotion. It's okay to show your feelings. It's okay to let your partner know what you're going through or how you're feeling, because just by communicating that, it can change a lot of things, because you don't know where your partner is willing to say, okay, let me go the extra mile to make sure I change this or make him feel better or her feel better or whatever the case is. Like, it's nothing wrong with emotion. There's nothing wrong with showing your partner that you love them. It's nothing wrong with being like, touchy-feely, because I'm like that, because I'm obsessed with mine. But yeah, that's the next story. But it's a lot of communication that has to be had within a relationship. Like, you have to make that the key vocal point in your relationship. Communication in any relationship, whether it's marriage, friendship, whatever, business partners, whatever, communication is the key.
Yeah, definitely. And especially when something comes in and shift the dynamic.
Yeah.
Like music.
Yeah, oh Lord.
It's not an easy thing to deal with, from my perspective, we go through a lot of things, we face a lot of things out there, whether it be on the road or even at home, where music is concerned, and how it relates to your relationship, how it affects the relationship, we have to be mindful of how we conduct ourselves when we are go through, with whatever profession, but we are talking about music and marriage right
and
now.
the music is much more freely to move through, and
it attracts a lot of it attracts a lot of different energies worldwide.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And especially if you're an artist that travels and have shows all over the world and things like that. You meet so many different people worldwide, you have to be mindful of energies,
You have to be strong within yourself.
And have a strength to know that protect yourself and protect your family, at all costs.
Just because you're not at home, don't forget about home.
Yeah, definitely.
Don't think that, okay, because I'm not at home with my wife and the kids, them, she alright, so I can have a next life over here or do this over here or that. It compromises a lot of things within your household. Your kids get involved because they see mommy crying or daddy's arguing and going through this and that, and it's unnecessary. Like, if you decide that you want to be in a committed relationship with someone, you do so. And music gives you the opportunity to be able to spread your word, not your parts.
To put it mildly.
Yeah, like, it's just a respect level. But musicians are creatives. They like to be free. They like to, explore and stuff like that.
And things do happen.
Man,
and you have to
things
be
do
able,
happen.
and you have to be able to. Things do happen, and you have to be able to know how to skillfully go around these things in order to maintain your composure and your marriage and your relationship.
You ain't gotta go around nothing. It's a simple no.
So it goes still in our life is all about
at the end
growing.
of the day, like, exactly. And we were young. We were very young, and I expect that from him. And during those times, like when everything was going on, before his musical career, like, he's had groupies, like, they've been there before that. But you laugh. Why you laughing? I'm dead serious.
Stop calling women groupies.
They're groupies. They're groupies. they're like literal groupies. Like I've had situation where shorty called and it's like, oh, he want to take me to the movies. You're a groupie. Like, why are you calling me? You're, oh, doing three-way calls so I can hear what's going. You're like, you're thirsty, and then you're trying to be my friend after. Like it. But he's like, it's been a journey.
Process.
But honestly, like we were, as I said, we were very young because he was during all of this. We were like 20s, and were together from he's 18. So I expect him to, you know, be a man, so to speak. But the disrespect is not what I do. I don't.
Yeah.
My thing is, if you want to go and do your thing, no problem with me. Let's take a break. You go do you. I go over here. And when you're ready to be serious and settle down, then we can do that. Like we've had a couple
And
of
mind
those.
you, some women are not like that. Some women are like, yeah, if that's what you're doing, leave me alone.
No,
don't
because
even come back.
I understand that at the end of the day, like it's not even, I'm not picking up for men and be like, okay, they have to be like this way or that, but I understand the dynamics of a man. So I'm not gonna try to say, okay, we gotta do this or we gotta do that before time and before he's ready. And that's what I tried to do with him. Like I gave him time to make sure that this is what he wanted. And
This
it was
is important.
yeah, and that's very important because I gave him his time. I didn't rush it. I wasn't like, okay, we had to do it this time and we got to have this done and that. Then it wasn't a time frame. The only thing.
And let me just point out that some man not deserve my time, you understand? When you see them a deal, they think a certain way.
That is true.
Just
That is true.
cut them.
That is true.
You see me? I just wanted to add that. But now they and defend man alone. More for be fair, you understand, because they don't know who our women are queens and we have to see them as such and treat them as such. You understand? Not saying that we're gonna do that right away. We should, but it's a process.
It's a learning process.
And when you understand life and understand that your growing never stops, then once you're growing, then you should be learning while you're growing. You know what I mean? And from you can learn and grow, then yeah, you see a man a learn and him a grow, then you know you can take the time out for do your thing and get yourself together. But when you see him a play continuously, you know, reach certain age and him still a do this and a do that, then
on top of years.
if you serious about being in a committed relationship, marriage, whatever it is, then you know, me personally would have suggest you just cut that.
Yeah, that is true. To piggyback off of what you said as well, I think for me, honestly, I believe it starts from when these men are young. Like mothers, love your sons, hug them, like let them know that they're worthy, let them know that they're kings. Like give them hugs and kisses, tell them I love you.
So what you're trying to say, my mother wasn't hugging me
No,
and telling
I'm
me
not
I'm a
saying.
king?
I never. Oh Lord, here we go now. Whenever I said that, you know, don't put no word in my mouth, please.
Okay.
Whenever I said that,
Okay.
I'm just saying
Okay.
that's how usually the men that do things, they don't know love.
Okay.
You know what love is because you've had love in your life. I know that. But my thing is, for our relationship, you knew better. You just never did want to do better. That is the difference with you. Some men don't know better to do better. You did know right from wrong. You know what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Because you've seen situations, you've been around situations like that. You understand the dynamics of a relationship, so you knew what it comes, what's the component of it. But in your perspective, as from what you said to me, it was from how you see your environment growing up in Dunkirk. It's like a man have him woman in yard, and him have him woman over here, and woman over here, and woman over there. So
And that is a real thing, all right? And
yeah,
not
but
an
that is a real
excuse.
thing in your world. That
not
is
an
not a real
excuse.
thing in my world.
Right. It's not an excuse, women out there. It's a real thing.
Real.
Boys do what they see and learn. And that is in every aspect.
And that's why, as I said, as mothers, you can't teach a boy how to be a man, but you can teach him how to love. You can show him compassion. You can show him that, okay, I love you, and this is how you treat a woman. This is how, you know what I'm saying, you're supposed to make sure your wife is being treated, your kids, this is how you're supposed to just be a man. So that's what I mean in that aspect. I wasn't trying to be like no disrespectful, nothing, but like, oh, you wasn't raised right. You know better. You just choose not to do better, because as many times we've had conversations back then where it's like he understood what he was doing, but still fall back right in the trap with the next situation. So it's like, okay, are you learning or are you not? And there were many times in our relationship where it was just like, okay, let's just take a break, even though it never really lasts more than like a week or 2 weeks.
I knew what I had.
But
I wanted to keep it. The longer the break,
you see the
more likely
you're not gonna come talk now all of them sweetness here now, because
the more
when you have it and you know what you do, you not stop what you do, you continue to do the foolishness.
Honestly, the longer the break,
you have,
the more likely it is for us to split. Because you're there on your break, you probably are gonna find somebody who you're interested in, and me I gonna probably do the same.
Yeah, that was your intention. I mean, you did that in that relationship.
You know what I mean? So cut that break shit short. Excuse my language.
No, but it's really just something that you have to really sit there and really have like open, honest communication about when you're really trying to make a relationship work. If communication isn't there, because I feel like that's what we were lacking at that time, communication. Our communication skills were
poor.
Shit.
Yeah.
Like it was just, okay, you say something I don't like, all right, you go over there and I'll go over here. And when we feel like 2 or 3 days pass by, like whoever is feeling apologetic at the time, they take the first shot or a first touch or whatever the case is, like some sign of affection, and then it's just like, okay, it breaks the ice. And then some situations we discuss, some we just act like it never happened. So that I think affected us a lot in the beginning of our relationship, and it kind of put us in a space where we were not really sure what we wanted, but we knew we wanted to be together. But for me, I think it's like we started too young.
It's never too young to start, okay? It works, obviously.
Not for everyone, because not everyone has the patience and the tolerance to deal with certain things, or to be able to communicate certain things. So
it works. It works. All right, it works. We're here.
Of course.
So in my
almost 19 years later,
in my journey, I can say it works. I don't know about no one else, but I can definitely say it works. Start early. Find that person that you love. Try to, on the journey, mold your relationship and learn and continue to grow. And then after a while, if that woman is understanding, and if that man is understanding, because don't feel like woman go out and cheat.
Oh, definitely. Listen to me.
So
listen
it's
to me.
not a one-sided
the rate
conversation.
of how much jacket they walk around Jamaica, nobody can tell me say, "Oh my dog, you born." Right. Okay, and everybody know that.
And it's not a Jamaican thing.
No, it's a
worldwide.
No, but Jamaican woman bad, because we act like we're not. Jamaican woman bad. Let's put it at that, plain and simple.
So, it's just basically, my advice would be to start young. You love somebody, or you feel like you love somebody. You don't know what love is, but you have a certain feeling for that person. Nurture it and make it grow, and try not to do some of the crazy things. And even if you do some of the crazy things,
that's what helps to build a relationship in certain aspects.
If you do something crazy and it end up that you guys are still together, it probably means that it's a strong relationship, and you should take it a little bit more seriously and until that seriousness becomes a strong foundation. So music and marriage, this is what it's all about basically. And
so you're not even gonna mention your kids?
Yeah, I mean, come on, it's episode 1.
That's why we got to talk about our kids. We talk about ourselves. We introduce the people. We give them a taste of who we are, what we're about.
Yeah, we're going to be talking about Nickeeta, King. Trust me, a lot. All right?
The trio.
Yeah. What the episode one? So we just a feel out the vibration, and you know we just rock with the same way, you know. It's a vibe. It's music and marriage. It's not a play thing. It's not. We're not here to. We're not gonna pretend.
Exactly.
It's not a pretentious vibration.
It's just it's definitely what we've been through.
A reality.
Our insight on certain situations. Yeah. So this is what it is. And by all means, let me just say this: we're not licensed doctors or anything like that. No marriage counselors.
No.
We're just two people who have been together for quite some time. So we feel like we have a lot to share as far as, you know, our insight on what we've been through, our relationship, our marriage, you know, our home life with our children. Yeah. You know, so that's just what we want to share. So don't come here talking about, oh, y'all not doctors. We know.
Yeah, we know.
We know.
We know. All right. So, yeah, I hope y'all enjoy the first episode. You know, it's a good vibration. You know, keep in tune with we. You know, converse with we. You know, let's have a conversation in the comments.
Exactly.
You know, we will answer some comments, you know, don't be too disrespectful.
Everything, and if you get disrespectful, I'm here to answer.
Don't be too disrespectful, alright? We'll try and answer every comment. You know the thing go. Music and marriage. Marriage and music.
First episode. Give thanks.
Love you guys.
Subscribe, like, share, comment.
All of the
share everything down here.
All right.
Thank you guys.